Hey, welcome back to Union Weekly. This is Xander.
This is Haley.
And this is Mr. Schlesinger. We'll be right back to our next episode. All right, welcome back to the Union Weekly podcast. We're going to do our weekly recap. So a couple things over the past couple weeks is all core work was due last week. So no more turning in assignments this week. We're on to the second quarter in terms of grading. Last week we had Digital Citizenship Week, and we have music rehearsal for the upcoming shows. The shows will take place from November 15th to the 18th.
Yeah, these past 2 weeks, we've also had our yearbook club meeting. They also voted for the yearbook theme. And then we also had the NJHS inauguration last week, which was a really cool event.
Bobcat Market also opened last week, so you can now buy stuff at the Bobcat Market, but you do need your PBIS card or the app to get it. And fall break just ended, so we hope that you all had a great fall break. And picture retakes were also today.
And then we have been having our yearbook theme vote. So just a reminder on that. It's already been said, but I want to let you know that we have had it, so that way you know it has been decided. No gozy backsies. Okay? And pretty soon we'll have, as our main story of the day, Mr. Moody, who's one of our new vice principals here at Union. So we'll hear from him in just a second.
Hey, Mr. Moody.
Morning.
Hi, how are you?
I'm warm now that I'm inside the school.
So you were a new vice principal here at Union this year?
Yes.
Yeah. We're thrilled you can make it on today.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, so could you please introduce yourself and share a little bit about your background in education?
Yeah. So this is my, I think, 20th year. Pretty sure it's my 20th year. While I was in school at the University of Utah, I worked at Moody High School as a paraeducator with special education. And then as soon as I finished school, I was hired in Jordan District at Indian Hills Middle. That was pre-district split. And so I was there for 1 year, and then I got transferred out to South Hills Middle. And then the district split happened, and I was there for 9 years, I believe, 8-9 years, something like that. And then I came to Canyons as an achievement coach in 2013 or 2014. And then after that year, I was hired as an assistant principal at Butler Middle. And I was there for 1 year, and then I got moved back to Indian Hills, kind of interestingly enough, back to Indian Hills. And I was there for 7 or 8 years. And then, of course, now I'm here.
Nice.
Yeah.
What motivated you to become a vice principal?
Yeah, I'd never even considered it. As a teacher, I love teaching. I absolutely love teaching. And I had a few different principals say to me, have you ever considered administration? And I said, no, I don't want to do that. I want to stay in the classroom. And say, oh, you should consider it. So it kind of put the bug in my ear. Then when I decided I wanted to do a master's, I was going to do it in political science and maybe work on some political campaigns. But numerous people that I knew, administrators and other educators, said you should do a master's in education administration, and just to better understand how schools work and structure and system of schools. So I did that and really had not a whole lot of intention of doing anything with it. But once again, when I was here as an achievement coach, my boss at the time encouraged me to apply. And so I did it. Here I am.
Nice. So what are some of your responsibilities here?
Supervision. The main intention is obviously to be here for the students and teachers, to be an instructional leader, to help teachers to develop their craft become better. This one, my least favorite part, countless things really. Less duty in the morning, watch duty, teacher evaluation, countless things.
Nice.
Why middle school?
I initially wanted to be at a high school to teach history because the content was more of what I was interested in. But my first job was at middle school, and I found that I could laugh with students, and it was just a fun age. And I know how hard it was for me in middle school. And so I wanted to try and be a positive influence for students who were maybe struggling with the same type of things I did when I was in middle school.
Nice. Do you have any goals for the school year?
Goals for the school year, really just to get to know the school and the systems within the school. They say your first year, you should just kind of take notice of everything and not try and make any major changes. But we're at a point with a brand new school that we're having to really revisit a lot of things that don't work how they used to. And that's okay. That's part of the excitement of education. It's never the same.
How important is the student-teacher relationship to you?
I would say it is number one when it comes to learning of students. I think if students don't have a connection with their teacher, that it's really difficult for them to access the content of the class. When kids walk through the door, they need to know that they are safe and supported. And even if it's not, their favorite class or favorite content of a class, it's tough to learn much of anything if they don't feel like they belong or they're a part of the class. So that's huge.
What's your vision for the school culture here?
I'd love to see Union that'll be put on the map with kindness. I've tried to think of a clever hashtag or something that, we could put Union Bobcats or UMS kindness or something, and people make all these videos and that, but make videos of doing kind things and doing good things and helping each other out. That's what I'd really love to see.
I love that. It'd be really cool if we can get that going.
Yeah. You could be on talk shows and stuff.
Yeah, for Union.
What do you think the biggest challenge facing our school is right now?
I would say in my opinion, probably the biggest is students being kind to each other. I'll hear things said to one another, and when I, confront the student about it and say, what's that all about? They'll oftentimes say, oh, we're friends. I'm just messing around. But in my mind, that's very foreign because my best friends that I've known since I was, in grade school, I don't say mean things to them when I see them. I shake their hand, I give them a hug, that sort of thing. So I'd really like to see that change.
Yeah, I think that would be a good change for here and other places too.
Really everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere. Do you have any memorable or crazy stories from your years in education?
It's funny. Just this past weekend, I got a email from a former student who is now teaching in Washington County School District in St. George area. And she said something in there that I think is hugely valuable. I actually want to share it with the staff here. And she said she didn't care about my class so much. Like, I taught history and she loved the content. But she said we always knew we were going to have fun and that we were safe and supported. And I forget exactly how she worded it, but thought a lot about that the last few days. Yeah. There's lots of funny stories too. A student once told me, hey, my grandpa has that same sweater. I I said, oh, he must be a cool guy. And she said, yeah, he is pretty cool in the nursing home.
Oh, yeah, I shouldn't be laughing. Wow.
And another question is, what are you dressing up for Halloween?
I don't know yet. I keep changing my mind.
I think we're all going through that.
I may dress up like an old school student.
I love it.
That's what I'm thinking about.
Is there any way parents or students can reach out to you, and do you have any closing thoughts?
Yeah, email and phone. It's on the district website, on the school website. By all means, always reach out if there's questions or concerns. Excited to be here at Union and be part of the Bobcat team.
Yeah, we're thrilled to have you here. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
All right, welcome back. Here's some upcoming events and announcements for the upcoming weeks. First off, Halloween next week. So some guidelines about wearing costumes to school. First one, up to half of the face can be covered with face paint. So only half of your face can be covered with face paint. No weapons or toy weapons allowed. They will be confiscated and you will lose them. Blow up and inflatable costumes are not allowed. So no inflatable T-Rexes or Stay Puft Marshmallow Man or any of that. I actually saw two T-Rex inflatable costumes fighting in my apartment complex last night. It was the funniest thing. I was coming back from the store and I'm getting out of my car and there's just two random people in T-Rex inflatable costumes just acting like it's Jurassic Park out there. So
Were they fighting with anything like lightsabers?
no, they were just like using their short little arms. But it was funny. So you can't wear those, sorry. And then costumes must meet the school's dress code. So that means like no swimsuits. I mean, y'all know the school dress code. If you're not following it, then you're going to get dress carded and you'll have to go down to the office. Yep.
Tutoring is in the 7th grade pods, Mondays and Thursdays from 3 to 4 p.m.
Yeah, for any community resources, refer to the newsletter sent on September 22nd for additional resources.
Some PTSA news and updates. Family engagement hike is on October 30th from 4:30 to 6:30 p.m.
Definitely, you can find more information about that on the newsletter. And we also have that.
Yeah, Halloween on the 31st. So here's, Halloween is a Tuesday. So, and it will actually be a PM assembly bell, activity bell schedule. We'll be having some activities in your respective pods.
Classes only be 50 minutes.
Yeah, 50 minutes. So it'll be good. And then we'll have parties in our pods. Okay, here is Mr. S's question of the week for PBIS points. I haven't had many of you come, but I'm always here for you to come give me the answer. This week is, since I'm a history teacher, is going to be a history-based question. And the question is this. There have been a lot of wars that the United States has fought in. For PBIS points, and actually quite a bit of them, I need you to come tell me the wars in which the United States have fought in and not won. So they have to be wars that the United States has fought in but never won. Okay? So that's my question of the week.
Well, we appreciate you guys tuning in for this week's episode. Mr. Moody, it was a fun conversation.
Yeah, remember to show respect to yourself, others, and materials today and every day. And let's focus on respecting our teachers and classmates.
All right, have a great day, and we will see you next week.
So you know, and I love everything.